Welcome back to ZF Story Life. Today, we have a real story that's bound to inspire you and make you see life in a whole new way. If you love real stories that push you to grow, then make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now, let's dive into this incredible real-life story on ZF Story Life. The zookeepers at the Metro Richmond Zoo were monitoring the delivery of one of their favorite cheetahs when it was time. The cheetah gave birth to two cubs, but they never expected what happened next. Cheetahs are beautiful and unique animals. These majestic creatures are the fastest land animal, but despite their impressive nature, they are also in danger because of poaching and climate change. Cheetahs are experiencing a population decline and are at risk of going extinct. This is why many animal-focused intervention groups are now working to improve their population. It was through one of these intervention programs for cheetahs that something truly amazing happened. When a cheetah gets pregnant, it is always worth celebrating because of its contribution to the cause and because of how rare it has become. Cheetahs don't randomly mate or reproduce. These hunting cats have a peculiar pattern passed down from generation to generation, and they stick by it. Female male cheetahs isolate themselves from the group as they grow older. While they're picking us about their mates doesn't make it easier to improve their population. It's essential to choose the best mate for their comps. The female cheetah in this story is no different. Milani lived in the Metro Richmond Zoo. She was a beautiful and intelligent 3-year-old who, by cheetah standards, was ready to have babies. The zookeepers decided it was time to try and introduce her to a potential mate, hoping that she would soon contribute to increasing the population of cheetahs worldwide. They tried to pair her with one of the most sought-after male cheetahs in the zoo, but it never worked out. In normal picky cheetah fashion, Milani didn't like him, and they just didn't have any chemistry. It was a very tricky situation. Although Milani was strong and healthy, she didn't seem interested in her male companion. In fact, she almost always ignored or avoided him altogether. For about 6 weeks, there was no progress in the mating process. Soon it was clear that nothing was ever going to happen between them. The zookeepers realized that if they were going to have a successful project, Milani needed to meet a new mate. They had to change their plan. Of course, they would never force her to mate with a cheetah she didn't like, so they were fully invested in finding her someone she had a proper connection with. That was when they brought Kitchu into the picture. Kitchu was a charming 6-year-old cheetah who had already fathered one cub. Milani liked the 6-year-old male cheetah immediately, and without wasting time, they mated happily. Their chemistry was through the roof. The pair liked to nap together and played with each other often. They were almost attached to the hip and didn't want to let the other out of their sight. The zookeepers were delighted to see that their precious friend had found a partner that she genuinely liked. Although Kitchu already had experience being a parent, Milani was entirely new to it, so the zookeepers paid her extra attention. In July 2012, the staff noticed some interesting changes in Milani. Her feeding habits suddenly changed, and her typical behaviors were slowly shifting. Something was different about her, and they needed to find out what it was. When they carried out medical tests, it appeared that their suspicions were ranked all along. The cheetah was finally pregnant, and everyone involved with the project was beyond happy. Finally, there would be a new addition to their cheetah family, and things were finally looking up for the species. After some months, the zookeepers began planning for the animal's childbirth. Cheetahs aren't pregnant for long, so they knew they needed to act quickly. The average cheetah pregnancy period for them is about 90 to 98 days, which is a little over 3 months. The zookeepers created A nice and cozy pen to make her delivery a smooth experience. They made the flooring with very comfortable materials for the young cub. When it finally arrived, there was also a camera installed in the pen since they couldn't be there physically when she was in labor. They needed to keep an eye on her in case anything went wrong. Just like humans, we can't accurately predict when a cheetah's special delivery day will be. They had an expected window, but nothing was certain, and they had to be prepared at all times. On the 19th of September, Milani started exhibiting a few strange behaviors. The first thing the zookeepers noticed was how restless she became. The pregnant cheetah started pacing around impatiently. Eventually, a few minutes past 3 a.m., Milani entered the pen made for her. The zookeepers watched the miraculous moment with racing hearts and wet eyes. Their baby girl was going to be a mom soon. Milani started pacing around the pen looking for a comfortable position to give birth in. She laid down, she crouched, she stood. Being a first-time mother, she still didn't know what she would be comfortable with and dutifully tried everything that the biological conscience inside of her was suggesting. Around 4:23 a.m., Milani gave birth to her first cub. Once it was born, the cheetah cleaned it up and showed it some motherly affection. The cute little baby had its eyes closed, but everyone could see it was healthy and properly breathing. The staff was ecstatic, and just as they began leaving their observation room to bring in the new cub for a medical checkup, something pleasantly surprising happened. It turned out Milani wasn't just going to be a mom of one. After licking the first comic clean, the cheetah continued pacing around the pen. As soon as they saw her restless and agitated again, the zookeepers stopped in their tracks and started following her movements again through the camera. As Milani paced about, she made sure not to step on her cub. When it was 5:22 a.m., about an hour later, she gave birth to another beautiful cub, just like she had done with the first one. She cleaned it up gently and made sure it was breathing fine. Then she carried the cub with her mouth and placed it beside its sibling before finally laying down to rest. The zookeepers figured they would give her some more time with her babies, so they continued to watch her through the camera. They were already brimming with excitement and happily announced on social media that Milani had given birth to two cubs. Their project had been incredibly successful. Two cubs was an amazing feat, and this mama cat had done so well despite it being only her first pregnancy. While everyone praised the cheetah, they had no idea what would happen in the next couple of hours. Everyone was shocked when they realized Milani was not done birthing cubs. In fact, she was far from it. Around 7:20 a.m., Milani got up and started pacing around. She carried the other two cubs to another side of the pen so she wouldn't sit on them or step on them, just like she did with her firstborn. She crouched again and waited patiently. After about 10 minutes, Milani gave birth to the third cub. She cleaned it up too and laid down again. Everyone watching was absolutely amazed by the incredible moment. While multiple cheetah births aren't so rare, a 2-hour window between them was very unusual. However, this amazing feline was about to outdo herself. Milani's surprising delivery didn't stop there. At 10:05 a.m., she gave birth to the fourth cub. This one was about 3 hours after the birth of the third, and it was another unusually long wait between cubs. The zookeepers worried if she was having trouble with the delivery, but they were very wrong. The brave cheetah was just saving her strength for another surprise. At 11:34 a.m., Milani had yet another cub. Her fifth cub was nothing short of a wonderful miracle. The average litter size for cheetahs is 3 to 4 cubs, but here she was defying the norm. After she grew ruined her fifth newborn, the new mama laid down to rest and allowed them to feed happily. 6 hours in labor was no Easy experience, so the staff let her rest the entire zoo was buzzing with news of Milani's miracle delivery, and when they finally showed her with her babies in a cute video, everyone cheered for her. She had done such an amazing job. The vets on duty confirmed that all the cubs were in perfect health and explained that Milani's feet had single-handedly given new hopes to the Cheetah species. She has now joined the Moms Club, and we have no doubt that she will be amazing in her new role. Would you have believed this incredible story if there had been no camera footage? How would you have reacted during this miracle in the zookeeper's place? Tell us in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Thank you for watching this real-life story on ZF Story Life. I hope this journey has inspired and resonated with you. Remember, each story has the power to teach us something valuable, and there's so much more to come. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who could use a little inspiration, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories. Let us know your thoughts or share your own story in the comments below. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and stay inspired with ZF Story Life.